Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Since we last met, I have gone ahead, installed the Phoenix. It does appear in my menu. I can't, use it for anything within the career yet. And it might not, career might not use any kind of additional airplanes outside the norm. But did go ahead and get a ferry flight. That's all I've done afterwards. It is very challenging to find flights. So at this point, I'm kind of looking for... I'm going to leave the night thing because I think the multi-engine is going to give me the best option. Obviously the scoop I need eventually, but I certainly don't need that now. So I think what I'm going to do is do that, and then I'm going to be able to, get a couple more planes available here. We'll get the Beechcraft Baron G58 and the Diamond DA62, and so the multi-engine gives me, as it says, allows you to operate an airplane powered by more than one engine. Multi-engine aircraft are generally larger and able to carry more passengers and cargo while featuring an increased operational range. So we're going to go ahead, pay that. Again, get our bank balance down. And so they tend to weigh significantly more, and managing more than one engine at the same time is no simple task for the average pilot. You'll be tasked with performing an approach and landing at Madeira's Cristiano Ronaldo's airport, Lima Papa Mike Alpha. This will not be a conventional approach, however, as you will be flying and landing, oh great, with only one functioning engine. So there we go, let's see. It's a Diamond Aircraft DA62. Perform the last legs of your flight plan and land with only one engine. Try not to overuse ailerons to counter the effects of the engine failure, instead favoring rudder trim, and power management to counter the loss. An inoperative engine creates extra drag and an adverse yaw effect, throwing your aircraft off balance. Features an auto feather that triggers when engine master switches are shut off, helping reduce some of the drag. We will start the maneuver over your LPMA with a heading of 50 degrees before turning back to intercept the last part of the approach. Remember to stay calm. You have the piloting skills to nail this. Okay, feather. Most aircraft equipped with variable pitch propellers allow pilots to change the pitch of the propeller using dedicated levers. Feathering happens when the blades are turned in such a way that they produce a minimal amount of drag, with their edges aligned with the airflow. This sounds very complex. So, I mean, I will say, obviously, so, okay, this one's turning. I'm assuming the other one is not. No, well, it appears they both are, which obviously is not the case.
Great so far. Just the approach and landing are left. The last part of this exam will feature something a little bit more involved.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we know. Okay, so we need, we need to maintain 1400 and reach the downwind leg, so we'll get ourselves there. Whoops. So I'm hoping I can just get this done. I mean, I don't want to drag out my certification, but yeah, the question is, like, when is it gonna fail? Alright, so now we're... Okay, pitot heat is off, which is okay. That's what we have in our little yellow part of the window there. But we need to get to the downwind leg. I can't see a thing.
Pilots should be able to fly and land safely even in emergency situations.
Yeah, great.
We're going to simulate a left engine failure. You will have to follow your flight plan and land with only one functioning engine.
You're mean.
Turning off the left engine in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we're doing the rudder. Alright, we're going to announce a full stop landing. Obviously I need...
Madeira Tower, Diamond November 776 tree 4. Is tree miles east 1,500
So yeah,
feet
it's
with
pulling
Tango to land.
over.
Diamond November 776
I'm thinking the
tree
left
4
engine,
Madeira
the
Tower.
propeller is
QNH
just
101,
spinning
tree,
because...
fly straight in runway 23.
Alright.
Fly straight in runway 23 Diamond 6 tree 4.
Doesn't tell me to stay up here now, so I'm going to start descending. It's a very pretty location over here, but okay. So we're going to reach the base end. Again, I probably want to slow my descent. There it is. So basically the runway looks like it's kind of built on some kind of a platform. So it's a little crazy that way. Alright. And then we're going to want to turn here. Well, not yet, I guess. I thought it was telling me we were reaching the end. Come on, there we go. Alright, so 3 miles. Do I have my...
6 tree, 4 wind 274 at 4. Cleared to land runway 2 tree.
Oh, it's way out there, okay. I thought it was on this little spit here. I'm like, goodness.
Cleared to land runway 2 tree Diamond 6 tree 4.
Alright. So, get the flaps down to get some lift. And again, I'm trying to keep my yaw turned a little bit because the rudder is what's supposed to help me here. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna pick my flaps up because I'm getting way too much drag. I think I need to head over this way. Just hard to tell where we're at. I am fully up here. Trying to rise a little bit, so I think that's what I need to do. Okay, I mean, I am above, which is probably a good thing. I'm kind of waiting for the poppy lights, or pappy lights, I don't know how we say them, but to basically start to change on me. Tell me that I'm in a good spot. I don't know if I missed an air traffic control part. Alright. So we're gonna try here. Let's see. A little hard. We didn't get any clapping from landing rate monitor, so we know that wasn't good. Alright.
Diamond 6 tree, 4 exit runway when able.
Okay, we should be able to exit there.
Diamond 6 tree, 4 contact ground on 124.66. 124.66 Diamond 6 tree 4.
Alright, so we're going to stop, and again, you can see that's across the point. So I'm going to try to stop early, because in theory I should be kind of there. See, and this is the problem. Let's see, will it give it to me there? It won't. Because I bet we're going to get hammered. Just looking to get my back wheels in there. Now will it give it to me? My goodness, it will not.
Madeira Ground Diamond November 776 Tree 4 taxi to the gate.
Alright, so it looks like maybe we were okay.
Gate Alpha 16 using taxiway Bravo Alpha.
Now we're actually going to a gate.
Taxiing to gate Alpha 16 using taxiway Bravo Alpha Diamond 6 Tree 4.
And again, with one engine. Yeah, it is still simulated that way. But with one engine, it's obviously going to be more challenging. Low volts. And I wonder if that's just, again, because of the engine that we have out. And so we're not generating any electricity there. No, we're not actually going to a gate. It's calling it a gate, but it's a gate that is, you know, one that they would pull a ramp up, or, well, I mean, again, we'd lower our door and get our stairs out, so. But, pretty airport. I mean, I'll give it that. Sorry, that was a loud throttle off. Again, one engine. Get it shut down. And I assume we're certified.
You've performed great today. Keep the same attitude, and I'm sure that you will have great things ahead in your piloting career.
Thank you very much. Look at that, I guess we got an A. So I respected the traffic pattern at altitude. Not the path, but the plane handling was actually quite good, so I always do pretty well in my certifications. I'm in that 800 to 900,000 range. Alright, but hopefully, so there we go. Again, we need the jet to actually be able to run this. It's one of my favorite planes, but interesting that we don't have the 58 available. I thought that was one we were going to get. I guess here it does tell me what's available after, but, and of course, again, we need the jet for that. But it's interesting here that I can get the jet airline transport pilot, or at least, you know, I have access to that, but yes, I need this one in between. So that's 40,000. That one's 50. That one's 250. So yeah, I think the night rating is probably the thing that makes the most sense next. Did we unlock? Really unlock another specialization? I don't think that's accurate. I think we just got some more planes. So again, if we look at, again, we will have gotten the G58 is now available, and the DA62. So we've got a couple more planes in our land of charter, but other than that, we really don't have anything. Okay, so the Patey is a tail wheel dragger. That's the other thing I was trying to figure out. Yeah, this might get us up faster if I ever have one of those, so I've just been staying away from the skydive missions because they seem to be a bit more challenging than they need to be. Alright, but now, you know, missions has a little yellow circle on it. Oh, great. So now we can get to 4. And then... So I think I had 1 here, but again, it keeps giving me that goofy de Havilland. So yeah, so I've gotten down here, I've gotten down here, but I just cannot get any VIP flights. So, I mean, in theory, I need to do some cargo missions and things like that. See, but they keep doing it with the goofy de Havilland. I don't want to fly the de Havilland. I don't understand why that becomes the aircraft of choice. They're literally all that. And you can see there just aren't a lot of cargo missions. And again, I'm not looking to do any flight seeing, and you know, it's just a bit much. But yeah, I think this was right. Yeah, this was the one I had seen, but it's, again, a de Havilland. So I'm not getting a lot of VIPs down here, that's for sure. So, Cessna. But anyway, so this is what I end up spending most of my time doing at this point, is just looking for a mission that I can actually do. So I will keep doing that, and then I'll make some further progress, but just wanted to at least have you along for getting a new rating. But for now, I'm not going to close this off because it was pretty short. Hopefully I'll add a few things on here in a little bit. Alright, so I finished another charter flight. Again, a little bit iffy. I got a B. Moved my reputation up a little bit, but we can see we've got some stuff blinking on specializations. I'm sure, again, that's just because I got something, and maybe it was, yeah, these medevacs or something. Like, I don't know what actually worked. But more importantly, we're at the point now where I can do night currency. So we have enough for that. So let's see, it allows us to carry passengers at night. Alright, so you can see it's an essential certification that pilots need to acquire if they want to carry passengers after sunset. You'll be asked with performing a standard traffic pattern at Punta Raisas Airport, Palermo, Italy, using visual flight rules. As in other exams, you'll be flying a Cessna 172. Knowing how to operate your aircraft's lights and how to rely on airport lighting aids is essential if you want to move to and from an airport after sundown. Alright, well, I've certainly flown at night, again, given that it's a Cessna and not something much faster and higher powered. I would think this should be relatively straightforward. Obviously, we've not yet been here. The whole aura around you is always interesting. So let's see, we've got that. Again, we need to get there, there, and get close, and get there. And then we can hop in the plane.
TOS system test. Okay.
Alright, I'm just curious. Yeah, we landed at 90 last time, so it was actually quite nice. Alright, easy enough. So we need taxi lights, beacon lights, nav lights, strobe lights. And now
You'll be
if we
proving what you
look
can
out,
do by flying a Cessna C-172 after sunset. Remember that you still need to follow visual flight rules, even if you're flying at night. Try to rely on your environment and on airport lighting aids as much as you can. Only use your avionics when needed.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I like my avionics.
Razy ground Cessna India. Tango, Zulu,
But obviously
Alpha
landing,
Foxtrot
we're
with
certainly
Mike request
using the
taxi for
lights.
takeoff departure to the west.
Cessna India. Tango, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot taxi to and hold short of runway 07 via taxiway Mike Tango, cross runway 20 Tango Echo. Contact tower on 119er, decimal 0 Fife when ready.
When ready. Alright, we'll acknowledge the
Taxi
clearance.
hold short runway 07 using
Get our
taxiway
flaps
Mike
down.
Tango cross runway 20 Tango Echo Cessna Zulu Alpha Foxtrot.
And we will now move to our hold short location, which is a little ways away, as we can tell. So yeah, the last airport I landed in had to like go up a curb basically to then go park on the grass, so it was kind of goofy. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, it was like 300,000 and I got 292,000, so overall I did okay, but like I didn't get credit for, because I landed the opposite way because I just thought it would be easier. So it was another Alps flight. I can't seem to get VIPs anywhere else with any of the planes I want. It's kind of nuts. So I need that to change, and again, maybe that'll be the thing. Maybe if I have night flights, like maybe all the folks in the US want to fly at night. I don't know. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, if that's what I need to do. But the green lights, so they're definitely interesting, how they glow a little bit more. Yeah, we've got a long way to go. Half a mile. It's crazy. So I'll get down to the end of the taxiway. I'll see you there. But yeah, at this point, basically the next concentric ring. Oh, well, I'm supposed to see you there, so let me see you there. Here we come. Getting close to the hold short point. I think we're okay. Then we'll get clearance.
Razy Tower Cessna India. Tango Zulu Alpha Foxtrot ready at runway 07 west departure.
So we're going to turn off landing landing
Cessna
lights
India.
and
Tango Zulu Alpha Foxtrot QNH 101 tree. West departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway
lots
07.
of lights. Okay, we're going to acknowledge.
Clear for takeoff, runway 07 Cessna Zulu Alpha Foxtrot.
We're going to get moving. Looks like we got a little ways to go to enter the runway. A little bit foggy here tonight, I would say. But yeah, at this point, once I get this, I'll have kind of that next concentric circle fully done, which certainly is nice. Alright, I see. So this is the runway. We're just following
Remember
the
that the
green
yellow
lights.
and red lights mark the end of the runway. You will need to take off before you reach them.
Okay. We'll remember that. I don't think we're going to have any kind of a problem because this is a tiny plane and that is a very long runway, I think. But pretty cool. Again, first night flight in Microsoft 2024, so we'll see what things look like. Alright, so we need to climb to 550. So we want to climb at about 750 is what they suggest. So there we go. We're speeding up a little bit. That's the most important thing.
Foxtrot, continue for west departure.
Alright, we will acknowledge.
Razy Tower, Cessna, India. Tango, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot, continue
Takes
for
a
west
long
departure.
time to speak. Okay, so we need to get the crosswind, and again, I don't want to... Oh, crazy little glare off the... Alright, so we're going about 10. So then I'm going to go down from 80, so that'll be what, 280 is what I'll need once I get where I need to be. Still trying to climb to 1100. There we go. Now we're going to flatten out because I'm sure we need to stay around 1100. So again, 280. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I'm going too high, so let me go back down. But again, we've got the airport. Why is it going that way for the smart camera? That doesn't help me. So much for trying to use visual. That was terrible. Alright, I'm going to back off the throttle because I don't need as much speed for sure. But we're going to kind of get that downwind leg, get ourselves here at 1100, and we'll float along. So you can see now, yeah, that should not go there, because that is not where the airport is, but...
Razy Tower, Cessna, India. Tango, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot, 1,200 feet to land.
Cessna, India. Tango, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot, Razy Tower. QNH 101 tree, make left traffic runway 07.
Fly left downwind runway 07 Cessna, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot.
Right. We're going to back off.
Cessna, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot 1242 at 8. Clear to land runway 07.
So we're going to get all
Clear to
of
land
this.
runway 07 Cessna, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot.
Now we need to get to base. We're going to get our flaps out. And then we're going to try to, obviously, be in pretty good shape here on our speed. So we want to kind of get it up there, 700. And now we'll turn to the runway, half a mile out. And should hopefully be pretty simple. Whoops, I went a little too far.
500.
But we'll get him in. This is doable, for sure. We're a little high, but that's okay. Again, we're going nice and slow, so I've got time to maneuver. We're high. We know that. But let's see. Let's just get ourselves down here gently. Still 203, but alright, there's our hold short point.
Cessna, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot, exit runway. When able.
Can I go this way? No. No, no, no. Okay. I didn't think so, but I mean, yeah, it's like we're going backwards, which can happen. But yeah, this looks like a more than a 90-degree turn, because it's basically a vacate in the from the opposite direction.
Cessna, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot, contact ground on
121.625 for Cessna, Zulu, Alpha Foxtrot.
So again, we don't want to go across the box. See, it's gonna make us. I hate this. I don't like it. Let me look. Alright, so maybe, because we haven't fully crossed?
Raising ground, Cessna India. Tango Zulu Alpha Foxtrot request taxi to parking.
Alright, we're
Cessna
gonna switch
India.
off.
Tango Zulu Alpha Foxtrot taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie Mike.
Alright. So
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway. Charlie Mike Cessna Zulu Alpha Foxtrot.
So we basically need to stop right at the smallest point is basically what happens. Alright, 1100 to 1200 is kind of the sweet spot for the RPMs, but yeah, should have our night certification, and that should open, like now we're available to fly 24 hours a day in any kind of weather, and at this point all of the certifications are just allowing us access to different aircraft. But we have now officially kind of gotten the things done of different flight conditions. So at this point, I should be able to fly any plane in any condition that I am authorized to fly, is basically what this will have opened up, which is no small thing. Nice big plane there. Alright, let's get ourselves down here, well, a little far, but I think we're okay. And we'll just turn things off, and we'll be good to go. Easy enough in this plane.
You've clearly shown that you have what it takes to fly at night. Congratulations on passing your night currency.
It's interesting that it's like not a night certification or whatever. Wow, 960. That is, I think, certainly the best I've done. So I didn't quite respect the traffic pattern, and I had a little bit with plane handling. I'm sure I was a little jerky. Alright, allows you to carry passengers at night. But as I said, I've got all this done. And now, you know, we've still got... Well, actually, I have all the third one done, too. I didn't realize that. Wow, okay. So, well, no, I don't. I don't have either of these two. Never mind. Duh. I just have them available to me. Alright, so I don't imagine, like, I think, again, it's just I've gotten some more credit for things. Alright, so you have to do, you know, so that's the thing, like, I'm performing flights with full ATC, all of that, so I'm slowly earning things there. But, so I did get one on soft runways or bush. That's interesting. I didn't think I did any of that, and then yeah, I gotta do a bunch of cargo plane missions, and then I can start to do those. So that honestly might be my easiest thing, and that will probably theoretically get me a little bit further along there. This is the challenge, is scoring airplane missions with A or above. That I have been struggling with for sure. But the real question, like I said, is am I suddenly going to have more opportunity for VIP missions? On the surface, no. Because there's none here. I'm literally, alright, there's one there, which again, yeah, that's the old de Havilland. See, that's a sky, like, again, it's not, like, terrible, but it's going to take forever. And so there you go, another Cessna. Another Viking. Another Cessna. We seem to just love our Cessnas. And honestly, I don't know that I've seen anything with different difficulty, which is also a bit odd. But yes, because basically this one took me here, so that opened up kind of that whole other circle. Alright, there's a couple there. Again, all Viking. They just love that plane, I'll tell you that. They love that plane. But, yeah, there's a cargo again, and the cargo ones tend to be those too. So it's just really not fun. Or, you know, other tail draggers, which again might be okay, but I'll be doing those offline. But I wanted to at least get you, just show you kind of what was going on there. And now we do have everything certified, so now it's just a question of flying. So the real issue is going to be, you know, how much does it make sense to show, and this and that. But there's not much I can do outside the career, because a lot of the planes I need to fly my VA missions in Flight Simulator I can't do yet. So I'm going to go ahead and step away at this point, but we're going to call it a night, I suppose, as opposed to a day. If you've enjoyed it and have not dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider those things, and I will see you next time.